Hey y'all, it's Sawyer. Sorry I can't be there with you today, but we're going to talk about some tips that you can follow to reduce your carbon footprint that are super easy. Let's start here. So first of all, commuting smarter is a really easy way to cut down on your carbon footprint by doing things like carpooling and biking to campus when possible. And public transportation is also an option that's usually overlooked in the Birmingham metro area. But with the new Birmingham Express bus system coming in 2021, that'll connect 25 neighborhoods and be a more reliable public transportation option for locals. Another easy way for you to save energy is as simple as turning off your lights when you're not using them. I'm sure you've been told that before, but it's one of the easiest ways. Also, unplugging your appliances when you don't need them. It's a win-win situation as well because you're saving money on your electricity bill. Also, another step to combating climate change as an individual is to be an active voter and doing proper research when voting for politicians, regardless of what party you prefer. Having leaders who care about the future of the planet is very important in reducing global warming, no matter what way you swing. An often repeated method of reducing your carbon footprint is recycling. I know we've all heard that one before. Setting aside things like aluminum cans and plastics takes minimal effort, and recycling is easier than ever even if your neighborhood doesn't offer a recycling service. Usually a recycling center is only a few miles from your house, and all you gotta do is Google it really quick to find out where the nearest one is. Let's see. And also, purchasing a water bottle is a reusable water bottle is another way to save plastics. By using a reusable water bottle, you can save around 1,500 plastic bottles a year. You can find these at any dollar store or stores like Walmart and Target. And this next one was really interesting to me. Another way to reduce your emissions output is to be conscious of how much food you're throwing away and how much you're buying at the grocery store. So I didn't know this, but apparently large concentrations of unconsumed foods in landfills lead to higher volumes of methane, which is a powerful climate pollutant. So just watch what you're buying and how much you're eating and all that kind of good stuff. Another easy way to prevent this methane buildup is composting. Composting is the process of decaying organic matter in your own home and turning it into soil. So all you need is a small area to place a composting bin, and you throw away things like vegetable scraps and coffee scraps, things that you normally just throw in your garbage every day that you don't think twice about. With that being said, there are several changes that we can make as individuals to combat climate change, but at the end of the day, it's also the responsibility of governments and large corporations to be held accountable because they play a huge role in global climate change, not just individuals or the consumer. So let's see. So with that being said, there are several changes that governments and international corporations need to make. There are 100 companies around the world that are responsible for 71% of global greenhouse gas emissions, which, to put it more simply, these 100 companies are 71% responsible for the problem with the lack of policies and things that are keeping them accountable of how much waste they're putting out. To cut down on these emissions, industrial corporations can do things like transitioning to more renewable resources, renewable power resources like solar power, wind power, and hydro energy on a larger scale. There must also be stricter policies on waste disposal control to make sure they're disposing of harmful materials appropriately. These corporations could also look into more eco-friendly means of production that lean more towards sustainability. So, like I said before, it's very important to vote and to do your research because the people that we're all voting for will be the ones who see that these much needed changes are carried out.